Maybe I'll get a truck today. Or maybe I'll just stay in my van. I don't know. Hello, truckers, drivers, and adventurers. I am the Killer Trucker. No longer in training. I might be getting my truck today. I don't know. I was called by my driver leader saying that there's a couple of trucks available. There's a Volvo and there's an International. I wasn't too keen about driving an International, but I did drive one for 2 weeks with my mentor, so at least I'm used to it. Plus, I did like the space inside. And for me, the space inside is what I'm looking at because of the studio. If I got a Volvo, that would be the 4th brand of truck that I've driven since I started this journey into trucking. Because I did Freightliner, right, in school, and then Kenworth. That was with the 2 days with the flatbed mentor, and then International, which was with the dry van mentor, and then Volvo. I don't know. I guess we're going to find out. They're going to let me look at both, but right now I need to get gas in my van, and we'll head out. Well, after a long drive, I'm back at the Phoenix terminal. Do I get gas reimbursement at all? That'd be kind of nice if I did, but I'm asking too much. I know I am. Well, wish me luck. Let's go check out these trucks. I hope they let me do a little test drive. And I don't mean a test drive outside the facility. I can tell if it's going to be a truck I'm going to want just by driving within the facility here. Because the crappy trucks that I hated, I could tell right off the bat I didn't like it. So if it's lurching forward and back and rocking side to side, yeah, I don't want that piece of crap. I'm not going to be able to drive that. So let's see what happens. Okay, I got the truck numbers. So we're going to go check them out. The interesting thing is my driver leader, she said she's able to map where the International is at. So that's where I'm going to check out right now. The Volvo, she can't map. She doesn't know where it's sitting. According to her data, it's here somewhere. But apparently it has a little bit of a record. Apparently it's been in... The person who drove it was terminated due to too many accidents. So maybe I don't want that truck. So anyways, we're going to go check out the International. I'm thinking the Volvo's probably in maintenance or something. Yeah, but let's check out the International. I had a feeling that I might wind up with one anyway. So, that's okay. Like I said, I've driven it for 2 weeks. I'm already used to it. Maybe it's not a bad thing. And it's got some good space inside, at least the one that I, trained in. But it's not too far from here. Take a look. So far, I'm not having any luck find it. I'm seeing a lot of different trucks. Well, that's an old one. 2016 right there. Yeah, there's trucks parked over here and over there. And she said it was over there on that side of the wash bay. But what I saw over there were owner-operated trucks, which that's fine. They can give me one of those. But I didn't see the particular number. And most of those were all Freightliners too. Okay, here it is. A white Swift truck. Just the one that I didn't want. I wanted a blue one. I'm getting exactly what I didn't want. An international white. I wonder what it's like inside. I'm almost afraid to look. Okay, well, here it is. This is the truck. Let's take a look and see what this thing needs. Tender loving care. No wonder it's sitting here. Apparently this was a trade-in from another terminal. No freaking wonder. Well, the pre-pass thing fell off the window. God. There is no refrigerator in here. This thing, it doesn't even shut. It doesn't stay shut. This bunk, I think, is supposed to go up. It doesn't do that, which is okay because I was going to use this for storage anyway. But there should be a latch or something over here to make this thing go up. And considering that I wanted to use my green screen, I was going to do that. I suppose, no, my green screen's not going to fit. Well, I suppose if I move the mattress, it'll fit right there. Jeez. That one's got a cover. That does not. That does not have a cover, and neither does that one. Oh my word. So talk about privacy, yay! Well, I mean, this is fixable. You know, I can put curtains there or something. I'll put pink curtains, I don't know. I'm gonna take it for a drive. At least the mattress, I think this is a foam mattress, so this actually feels comfortable. So I'm trying to look at the stuff that is important. Okay, I feel air coming back here. That's good. God. Oh my word, this thing is blood. Look at this. Look at this thing. Does it even work? It works. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, of all the people who would get a piece of junk, it's me. I don't even know if the inverter works. That's the thing. There is one in here, so that's good. This is the bunk heater. If it doesn't work, that's okay. All right, let's see if the sleeper. Okay, well, those lights work. There should be, yep, there's red lights down there. There's the inverter box. Yeah, see, this is where the fridge would go. This top drawer's here, and then there's that. I think I would have to take these drawers out in order to put the fridge in it. Where would I plug it in? Oh, that's a problem. Where would I plug it in at? Well, this is getting better and better. Wow. Oh, geez. I'm going to be going over the road from one side to the other. But, I don't know. Hey, maybe I should take this truck. Well, at least so that I can get on the road. It's better than nothing. Then she did say that this would not be a permanent truck. But I don't know. One of you folks might be stuck with a truck like this, and you might be trying to decide, what do I want to do? Do I want to wait around, or do I want to get a truck? So, hey, it's got a fan up there. I don't know if it works, but there's a fan up there. Okay, let's see. Oh, that one's broke too. I don't know if that fan works. Ugh. Oh. I'm getting on the top bunk, watch it break and go all the way through, and then I'll be hurt, and I won't be able to drive. Okay, well, the fan works. That's something. Those work. Okay, tested that. Well, we know that's busted. Okay, that works. Okay, that works. That's good. Well, I guess we'll take it for a drive and see if this thing is any good or not. All right, let's do a pre-trip on this thing. Let's just see if it's any worse under the hood. Oh my. Okay. For a moment, I didn't think that latched. Ugh. Clear. One of those times where I really do want to do a pre-trip because I want to see if this thing is worth having. All right, I don't see any leaks there. Let me put my gloves on. One of them anyway. Okay, so I don't see any leaks. Those seem to be on. Not seeing any leaks here. That's on. Fan, I don't see any cracks. There's no more than 3/4 play on the... yeah, that's pretty good. I don't see any frays or tears there. Windshield, wiper fluid is in there. There's no leak there. You never thought that that pre-trip thing would come in handy, huh? This is why it's important to know your pre-trip inspection. You might wind up with a hunk of junk. You better make sure what you're getting yourself into. Leaf spring looks good. U-bolts feel good. That feels like it's attached. Brake chamber hoses feel like they're attached. Okay, this you can't move. I remember my mentor telling me that. Some you can, some you can't. This is like automatic or something. Let's take a look at the wheel. Okay, this is evenly worn. It looks fine. I don't know about the tread depth. That looks like 432s. I'm not sure. I don't see any rust trails. There's no cracks. There's no bulges. That's good. There's a bug. Ow. Not seeing any bulges or anything there. What about the brake pads? There they are here. So that looks fine. Mirror, that seems like it's in good shape. It's on there. License plate is on there. Why are they all Indiana? Can someone answer that to me? Like, they're all Indiana. I have no idea why. Why don't you find out? Why don't you find out? Don't ask why, find out. Well, maybe I will. Dang it. Alright, that's attached. That feels attached. So far, it's okay. I'm not seeing any leaks here. Does seem attached. I don't have anything to wipe this with. Oh my goodness, can I not pull this out? That can't be good. Okay, I got it. Alright, let's take a look at the oil. I know I gotta wipe it clean and stuff, but I have no idea. I don't have anything to wipe it clean. I may have to have maintenance fix that. Damn, I don't have any. Oh, wait a minute. There's a. Can I use this? Oh, well, it's something. Okay, I had wiped it clean. Well, there's oil. That's good. This thing's a pain. Oh my word. I'm afraid that thing is going to fall off. That's on there. That's on there. That feels like it's got a little bit more than 10 inches of play, but it feels okay. That's attached. This is attached. It's got the cotter pins. That seems okay. It looks okay. Let's take a look at here. Let's see any abrasions, bulges, cuts. Those look okay. Brake pads, they look fine. No rust trails. That's looking okay. Now we should do a light test on this thing too. Okay, well this seems good, so I'm going to go ahead and close this. Well, I'm off to a good start. I got freaking oil all over my arm. Yay. You're getting the truck, and what'd you expect? Said, shut up. You're going to get dirty in this job. Shut up. No, I shouldn't say shut up. I should say bite it, buckwheat. If any of you give me a smart response, that's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to say bite it, buckwheat. Is it me, or is this truck perfect? You know we're going to have stories about this truck, right? You all know we're going to have we're going to have stories about this. Remember when I told you that this show is not scripted? Everything that's happening is real, right? It's just happening by chance. Yeah, folks, I see a story. I see a story developing with this truck. How's the door? Okay. Yeah, I don't know about the door, but it shuts. It opens and shuts. The way. Is it me, or is this missing a weather seal? Shouldn't there be a whale weather seal there? I think there's supposed to be a weather seal. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to check the fire extinguisher too. That'll be part of the in-cab inspection, I guess. All right, let's check the cap. Let's make sure this can come off. Oh God, that doesn't look good, does it? Okay, we have tons of permits here. The guy that tested me on the what was it? LCQT. That guy told me that you're supposed to remove the old sticker and put the new one. Well, I guess that's there. He told me to check that. Oh God. All right, so make sure the cap. The chain is supposed to be attached to it. Holy crap. Should I take this truck out? Oh my heavens. Oh my heavens. Okay, well, that's good. It's not clear it has much gloves on it, man. All right, how's this open? He was telling me that I need to check the battery cables to make sure there's no corrosion. They look okay. God, this thing really needs some tender loving care. There are reflectors up there, but shouldn't there be a right angle reflector up there? I know some other ones did. Okay, the spare. Well, the spare looks okay, and it's got the sticker on it. That's something. Let's take a look at the That looks okay. Oh, great. Now I can't get it on there. This is the electrical line. Looks okay. Looks okay. That's the emergency line. Holy crap. I have like a hard time trying to get this thing on there. They seem okay. Yeah, it bounces. Supposed to test the catwalk, make sure it can hold my weight. It seems like it does. Drive shaft, it looks like it's attached. I don't see that it's twisted. Fuel tank, I don't see any leaks. Straps are on there. These hoses seem okay. Splash guard, it's not cracked. Torque arm over there looks okay. These look okay, they're evenly worn. 232s of an inch. No cracks. Well, oh, those not it, yeah. No, those look okay. It's not leaking. No, it's not leaking. Butt spacing. It's equal. I don't see anything there. I don't see any leaks there. Shock absorber looks okay. Leaf spring. There goes my glove again. My finger. Yeah, those seem attached. Oh. I'm gonna put my glove over here. Yep, no rust trails. Okay, so here's another thing. This could rattle a lot, but yeah, I talked with a mechanic. He was over here checking trucks too, and well, he was, you know, I mean, pretty much from what I could see, it looks like it would pass a DOT inspection. Watch with my luck, it doesn't. I mean, so far, everything that I'm checking seems okay. But, yeah, like I'm not showing any looseness or anything, and should I hit these tires with a hammer? I don't know. I mean, this is not broke. Doesn't have any chains, so that's a problem. Oh, we didn't check this other gas cap. Let's see how this one is. Really? Is it supposed to go on this? Maybe it's supposed to... See, there's a little hook right there. Maybe it's supposed to go on that. I don't know. Holy crap. It's supposed to be... The chain's supposed to be on it so that way you don't lose the cap. Oh, okay, that's solid. Better check our emergency equipment here. All right, looks like I've got three triangles. Breakers? Are they over here? Well, that doesn't look like it. It's got chock blocks. Okay, well, there's a windshield wiper blade. I guess that's something. I don't know what that is. Okay, so I think I can get extra breakers and stuff. Are these the chains? Ah, here are the snow chains right here. All right, there's probably something more back there too. Yeah, I can get breakers from the maintenance area. Let's check out the other side. We'll check the fire extinguisher too. I'm like wondering, should I take this thing out? But then, you know, like I said, folks, we could have an interesting story with this. Now that's what this show's all about, isn't it? Having a story. All right, some more chains. This is not bad. At least it's not outside hanging around and stuff. Looks like we have a cargo strap in here. I don't know if the... Dang. I need to know if the inverter works. That's the important... That's one of the important things that I need to know. All right, let's start her up. Or let's take a look at the fire extinguisher. You're gonna want to check the... In a way, I kind of want this truck. You know what I mean? It's got personality. It's not a perfect truck, but it's got personality. You know what I mean? Like this thing's been through hell and back, I think. All right. How do I check that this thing is rated and properly charged? They never did show that. Okay, well that's green, so I think that's fine. What does it mean for it to be rated? I feel stupid. All right, let's turn this thing here. That's green. It's got the thing on there. Well, oh great. I got this on here and I don't know how to get it back on. Okay. Got it. Check this, make sure those go on. It does. All right, seems good. I can't tell if this is going on or not. Oh, there's, okay. Let's check this one. That's on. I think I can see the lights up there on. It's of the proper color. We'll test the work lights here in a little bit. What about the four ways? Oh, okay, I saw it barely. Well, the lights seem good. I hope that's not an air leak. Can you hear that? It shouldn't be. I mean, I checked it. Oh, I bet that's the air conditioner. All right, let's turn on the work light. Yeah, they're on. The air at least works. That's good. Ugh. Turn off the work light. All right. Since we got the air on, let's make sure that we've got heat. Yeah, I'm feeling heat. I'm not feeling anything coming out of here. This just feels cool. It doesn't feel hot. So the heater may not work. I can't tell. I don't feel any heat. This is all the way up. This is one of those few situations where the air conditioner works, but the heater... Wow. Okay. Yeah, I got that turned all the way. Okay, that's a max button. It's interesting. Yeah, that's not getting hot. What in the hell does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know. Alright, let's do our brake test. We gotta hold down, oh, we gotta push both of these in. Hold down the, whoa. Okay, this is weird. Oh, I need to use the chalk block. should be popping out here. There it goes. Make sure the horns work. Okay, I heard it. Well, that works. That's good. It's got a full tank of gas. Moss Def down here, 3/4. I've noticed that this will go up first before this one does. It's a little different in the other trucks that I've driven. Battery looks okay. Pressure looks okay. Let's take a look at some other stuff here. Okay, we're good there. And I'm pretty sure it went to 85 to 100 within 45 seconds. Alright, there's the governor cutoff. There's something I forgot to check, and that is the windshield wipers. Okay, good. Well, that seems to work. That's good news. We know the turn signals and everything work. Okay, so I took it around. For the most part, it drives okay. It's a little lurchy when I hit like a bump, but I think that's because of, I'm like trying to point to it. I think that's because of the accelerator down there. Because when it bumps, my foot gets affected, and so my foot tends to bump. I think it might just take a little bit of just getting used to, but work. It'll work. It won't be the greatest, but it'll work. Alrighty, well, I'm gonna go talk to my driver leader. I think I'm gonna take it, because if I don't, I'm gonna be sitting around. I'm not gonna be making money, nothing, and I gotta start getting an income coming in. So, like I said, it's workable. It's doable. It needs some tender loving care. Nothing a little duct tape won't won't fix, right? I mean, duct tape works wonders. So the things that are loose, You know, just duct tape it. It should be fine. I don't know where this guy's going here, but oh, he's turning. Good. But yeah. Oh my word. Yeah, is this not like the perfect truck for me? I mean, seriously. Nothing for the best for the killer trucker / killer gamer. It's almost like I drove this truck in the future and banged it all up and then brought it back in time for myself. Holy heck. It is better than that hunk of junk that I did the testing out with. That thing is horrible. Backing up, going forward, yeah, that's an awful piece of junk. So the International is definitely better than the one I just used. Is definitely better than that. Well, there's another serious problem, and that's my badge. It's not opening up any doors. So I'm gonna have to, so that's gonna be an issue. So I'm gonna have to get that taken care of too. Oh my goodness. Should I ask what else? All right, well, I talked to my driver leader, and well, I'm gonna go ahead and take the truck. I mean, is it perfect? No, there's definitely better stuff out there. But come on. I mean, you know we're gonna have some interesting stories with this truck, right? It almost seems like an opportunity that's too good to pass up. I told you folks, I'm an entertainer first. I'm an entertainer and a video maker, video producer, before anything else. And that includes truck driving. So if this is an opportunity to make for an interesting series, you better believe I'm going to take that opportunity. Oh. And here's the thing. I've already given the truck a name. I have a name for our truck. For the KILR Awesome Truck, right? No, that's not the name. Since the truck is in need of some love and is a bit rough around the edges, I named her, you know, she's identifying as female, okay? I gave her a name of Chiana. Chiana is a character from the science fiction show Farscape, which is one of my favorite shows. Not the favorite, but it's like my second favorite, right next to Babylon 5. Chiana, for those of you who have not seen Farscape, and I highly recommend that you do, she is a rough around the edges character. Oh shoot, I forgot to get something from my car. I'm gonna go back. Yeah, she is a character that is rough around the edges and could use a little love. So I named her Chiana. The truck is white. Chiana's got white hair. It seems perfect. It really does. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and go with that. So there's a few things that I want to check on the truck, and one of them is the DC outlets. I want to make sure that those work. And then I need to check the inverter and make sure that works. So when I go over to the shop and talk to them about some of the things that are that need work on there, I'm going to see if they have anything that I can use to plug into the inverter and see if it works. But I will report back. I tested the DC outlets and the USBs. They appear to be working, except for the one that's back there. But I found another problem. Here, I'm doing the automatic lock, watch. It barely goes out. I have to actually pull it out. That one over there, that one seems to work. See? So I may have to do a Dukes of Hazzard thing, you know, where I have the window and kind of climb through the window or go through the passenger door. Chiana, you really need some love, my girl. I'm gonna have on the side spray painted Chiana. Okay, another thing here. Notice how I can't pull it open? There's a little resistance there, but it doesn't lock, or it doesn't unlock. Oh, yes. The truck is perfect, folks. It is perfect for the KILR Awesome Trucker. All right, back here in the truck. I walked over to the body shop and talked to them, and they want me to go ahead and bring it over, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Ooh, Mexican Coke. It's the best. Ooh, and sugar Dr. Pepper too. Oh, nice. Okay, so my driver leader is getting some things set up for me, and I got a couple of things from her, or a couple of bags I should say, and in the first one I got some more shirts, actually. Large. Okay, that's not going to be big enough, I don't think. I don't think that'll be big enough. These ice cleats, which are supposed to go on over your shoes. Another hat. Welcome to Swift. Oh, it's just a card, apparently. Ooh. Well, that can come in handy. And then we have driving commentary, the 10 keys. Huh. I'm not sure. Decision. Swift. It's a cargo strap. Oh, look. Another tire gauge. And breakers. That's going to be good. Another cargo strap. Another cargo strap. Oh, Band-Aids. Oh, don't tell me this is a face mask. They could have kept that on. Water bottle. Hey, I got something for my soda now. And a pen. I already got one of those. Wait a minute, how many? Apparently I got 2 of them. All right. What else do I have in here? Oh, seals. I don't think we'll ever be using those, but some more. But then I also got this. It's actually for owner-operators, but they didn't have anything else for company drivers. But this is a blanket. So, in those times where it's cold, it'll come in handy. Okay, well, I got the truck in over at the body shop where they're going to be working on stuff. The guy was funny. He like wrote down a list of stuff. He's like, yep, I got this whole list of stuff here to work on for you. So they're going to work on it tomorrow. He's like, can you leave the truck with us? And I'm like, yeah, I can leave the truck with you. It's not a problem. Oh, my goodness. Folks, this is a reality show, and there's like nothing faked, nothing scripted. I mean, this is like true reality. Oh my goodness, I'm just shaking my head, but it's like I said before, man. I mean, this is like the perfect truck for me. You know, with all the crazy stuff that I go through. But I asked about getting a refrigerator installed and a CB installed, and they're like, no, we don't do that here. This didn't come with a refrigerator from the factory, so we're not allowed to put one in there. And I'm like, oh, okay. But I do have some alternatives that I will be looking into. So I might be able to pull out the drawers and stick a refrigerator in that way. But I have some other ideas that I'm going to look into. So the good thing is that my driver leader said that I don't have to go out until I am comfortable with the truck and its condition. So got some work to do. That's all I gotta say. Some work and some preparation, and not preparation H. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this show. I'm having an interesting time. I hope you are too. Be sure to click like if you like the video and leave some comments. I love hearing from you folks. Don't forget to join the KILR Kommunity Discord channel. That and all my social media links are in the description field. I recommend following me on Twitter as well as Discord. But the other ones are there too. And I'll try to do some more with each of those when I can. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it. And I will see you on the next episode. Have a killer awesome trucking day.